Well, I would encourage you to be thinking about this, Braden. First of all, thank you for your love, care, and concern for your friend. I think it's so unbelievably important these days. The Bible says, bear one another's burdens. The Bible says, love one another as Christ has loved us. The Bible says, forgive as you have been forgiven. And so it's so incredible that you actually have space in your life to walk alongside of your friend, even though he may be struggling with addiction right now. I think the reality is we all struggle at certain points. Here at Christ the King Church, we do something called 12 Steps of Spiritual Journey. It's an ongoing time where people really, really deal with their difficult issues. And a part of that is exposing the lies, because we know that addiction is exactly that. It's a lie. Addiction says you cannot be whole without this in your life, or the pain is too overwhelming, therefore you have to numb the pain with this or with that. And so, Jared, I think one of the most important things that we can do is to simply be honest and truthful with our friends who are struggling with addiction, to come alongside of them and say, look, I know you think you have this under control, because that's one of the lies that every addict tells themselves. I know that you think you have this under control, but the reality is you're out of control. The first step in the 12 steps is to actually confess to God that your life has become unmanageable. Boy, I hated having to come to that realization that I couldn't manage my life, that my addictions, in my case, my addictions are people pleasing, perfectionism. And I know some people say, well, Grant, that's not as bad as drugs or alcohol. I'll tell you what, when you're addicted to people pleasing and perfectionism, it will own you just as much as an outside substance that you're introducing into your body. Because perfectionism and people pleasing actually penetrate your mind. So each of us has these things that we hold on to and we grab a hold of. And so, Braden, I just want to encourage you to make sure your friend knows, hey, I see your struggle. I see it. I know you're struggling. I'm not going to pretend that it's not real. In fact, I want to step into it with you. I want to see you be set free. And then to offer yourself to them simply as a person of accountability. So when a person does 12 steps or a recovery journey, there are different places along the way where they need somebody. Often they need someone at step 4 when they do a fearless moral inventory and they really do a gut check on where they are in their life. They usually need help along one of the steps when it says they need to make amends with people. They need to go back. Sometimes they just need support. There's also another step that says we need to actually confess the exact nature of our wrongs to another human being, because the Bible says confess your sin to one another so that you may be healed. God knows there's power in being able to admit those things. When we come alongside of a friend who's struggling with addiction and say, I will walk with you because I care about you so much, I will walk with you. In those moments, God does incredible, incredible things because we are bearing one another's burdens.